Eastwood Journey to Programming. You've been putting out a ton of applications and you just haven't had any luck yet. Interviewers don't seem to be giving you a call back regarding your application to give you an interview or even just an introductory call. So you're wondering, what the heck's going on? The job market must be horrible. Why can I not get an interview? Well, if you're in the software development world like we try to talk about here on Journey to Programming, then you need to sit there and ask yourself, the applications that you're putting out, are they good? Is your resume good? Are your cover letters well written? And is the problem your resume, or is it the fact that the market's bad? If you look on job boards like Indeed, on LinkedIn's job posts, you see tons of openings, but you're not having any luck. Are you applying to the right jobs? Are you only applying to senior level positions when there are only intermediate positions in your area or the locations that you're applying to? Are you applying to junior level jobs and you're just getting no luck there? You need to think about that. You need to think about, hey, am I putting out applications to the right segment of the role that I want to be in? If you're entry level, you may be applying to junior level jobs and you may be having no luck. You need to think about what is on your resume. What is it that you're putting in your cover letter? Why are recruiters reading your resume, your application, and skipping over it? You have to understand how the process works to begin seeing how you can better your chances. And one of the best ways of bettering your chances is if you've been putting out a ton of applications and you're getting no bites at all, and you've been trying for, say, a month or two, and there's no luck at all, you're not getting any interviews, not even that basic first call, which is just a recruiter talking to you to kind of feel you out and see if you're a potential fit for that role. If you're not getting any of those, then you really should take a step back and think about your application materials. It's likely that you need to pivot your resume, and that's completely normal. And it's smart if you take that second to think about it. Think you're putting your time and effort into putting out these applications, and you're getting no views, you're getting no traction, no recruiters are getting back to you. So why not change it up? Why not pivot that resume? Maybe you're not placing your experience in your resume well. Maybe you are forgetting to talk about the technical details that you do know, your capabilities basically. It's a possibility. Are you tailoring your resume for every single job? Are you putting out enough applications? If you are desperate for a job, you should be putting out applications every day. If you're working full-time in a non-technical industry and you really want to break into being a software engineer, or you want to go to another field, something like regular engineering, you want to go to civil engineering, mechanical, you want to be a web developer, whatever it is, if you're not in the industry that you want to be in, you need to drive yourself there. You need to take yourself there. You need to think about why you're not making it. If you are putting out applications and you are not getting bites, then you really need to take that step back, take the overhead view of your application materials that you're putting out. If no one's biting, it's possible that you do not have a good profile that you're kind of presenting to the recruiters and the companies. So you need to change that. It's possible you don't have enough experience that you're showing them. And if you're finding yourself having trouble writing about how you would qualify well for that position that you're applying to, then maybe you need to spend a little bit of extra time working on those skills. When you go home from your other job, what are you doing? Are you guys working on developing your skills and learning how to program? If you want to be a web developer and right now you work in some normal industry, maybe you're waiting tables in the meantime just to pay the bills, but you really want to be a web developer, when you get home from your other job, I know you're tired. I know it's been a long day. Are you playing video games? Are you just sitting around relaxing and then passing out and then waking up the next day and doing the same thing without working on those development skills, without putting together a GitHub profile, without showing progress? If you are, then you're going to have a really rough time finding a job. You need to be grinding. You need to be hustling to get that work, and you need to be able to prove your capabilities to a company that's going to be willing to give you a shot. And you have to think about it like sales. when you're putting out your resume in your application, you really need to think about it like you selling yourself to a recruiter in a company that's willing to give you a shot. You have maybe 30 seconds to a minute when that resume hits a recruiter's hand in order to get them to decide that, hey, this person's resume looks pretty good. They have a cover letter. Let me give them a shot. Now, as you progress, you begin putting out those applications. Again, the process I like to follow is what I'm explaining right now. Is I like to put out resumes. I'll do it for like 3-4 weeks. And if I get no bites and I'm consistently seeing no interest from recruiters, I'm not getting any calls, then I immediately know I need to pivot my resume. Or I need to pivot the way I'm contacting people. Maybe my application materials aren't explaining what I want or what I'm able to do well enough for the role that I'm applying to. So I take a step back, I spend some time to tweak my resume, to tweak my cover letter, to reposition my portfolio or my source code libraries, my repositories on GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, and then I restructure those application materials, and then I begin pushing out a new set of applications everywhere. And I'll contact companies I've already applied to, and they either ghosted me and never applied, or they even replied. I'll send them another resume. It doesn't hurt my feelings. They could tell me no. They could be angry that I'm sending them extra applications after they already said no, or after they ghosted me and didn't tell me. I really don't care. They're going to get my resume. If they decide to call me back, then great. That's the whole point. If they don't, they at least know who I am. I'm the guy that's annoying, and I'm sending them a ton of resumes. And you know what? Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe the next time they receive it, they're going to say, okay, this guy's really tried hard to get us to talk to him. Let's just give him a call. So if you are not getting any bites in your resumes, in your application process, then you need to think about the overall process and where you are lacking so that you can improve it and drive yourself into the role. You may be doing everything right for the most part, but if you really want to drive yourself there, you have to be able to take that high-level view and move forward. All right, that wraps up this chat. All right, guys. If you want me to review your resume, feel free to send a copy over to me via email. So the best email to reach me at is contact@journeytoprogramming.com. I'm going to go ahead and post that down below. I'll probably also post a link down here to maybe a form where you guys can submit your resumes, or just a good email that you guys could submit them to. And what I'm going to do is, if you guys want me to review your resume, send me your resume. I'll check it out. If you have a cover letter, send it as well. And then I can give you guys feedback. Either I'll send it directly to your email, or I would love to be able to make a quick kind of review video and maybe have a chat with you about what's going on. All right, guys. So again, this is Issa with Journey to Programming. Have a good one, you guys. Keep working hard and moving yourself forward. Have a good one.